Hello. Let's get rid of this map. Obviously don't need that map anymore. Right then, I probably won't even upload that last 2.5 hours, or 2 hours 40-minute chunk of Minecraft to the YouTube replays. So if you're watching this on the YouTubes after the facts, we just spent 2 hours 40 minutes looking for a dark oak tree, including trying to find a jungle mansion, whatever the fuck they're called, because they're surrounded by dark oak as well, with no luck. And then someone, who I won't name and shame in this particular clip, ruined it by just doing the whole spoiler alert coordinates thing and just being a thoughtless dick about the whole point of Minecraft, which is exploration and fun times. And so I don't know what we're going to do now. Don't have the dark oak. I wanted to do the thing that I wanted to do, so now we need plan B. And plan B is... fuck, I don't know. Let's get some villages happening. I still got to fill up my villager trading center. Let's do some of that. I'm sure that'll cheer me up, having to deal with villagers. Can't think of anything. Oh, hang on a sec. It looks like we're out of fuel. Let's do that first. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that's going to cure rage, it's dealing with villagers, right? Villagers never ever frustrate and anger me. For those of you new around here, that's what we call sarcasm. Bing! Tell you what, setting up those redstone lamps to illuminate when I need to put more fuel and stuff in. Good idea. As much as I hate dealing with redstone, and that was a bit of a pain in the jingle jangles to get working properly, and figure out, even though it's the simplest fucking redstone possible. Absolutely worth it. Booster, thank you for the follow. Right, so we're still looking for a farmer. We need a farmer for our melon and pumpkin trades, so let's see what we can do about that. Murder them all. Yeah, that will cheer me up, actually. Just go and murder all the villagers. Let's see how we do. Oh, hello, we still got some guys here. Could you not glitch out like that, please? Thank you. Bye, new guy. Of course you'd roll away, wouldn't you? Angering me already. We'll just wait here for them to come back. Right. 37. Yeah. We already got a guy for your job. Turtle is awesome. I know, right? I love my turtle trader center. It's one of my favorite things I've ever built, I think. Also, hello. Welcome back, Red Diamond Bros. Has been a while, hasn't it? Not eons, but long enough. Butcher. I think we already have a butcher set up, so we don't need you. God, I love that sound.
Shovely Joe.
What is this turtle? Didn't you see the turtle on the way in here? now that we just have one villager there, we can go out and show you properly. This is my villager trading center. And if we go outside, you can see why everyone's going on about a turtle. Because it is a turtle! Isn't that adorable? Piss off, you. It's my turtle trading center. Alright, what are you? Leatherware. Ooh, 10. I think you're a better value than our other guy. Is it you? No, worse value. He's 9. Pity. OMG, that's also... I know, right? Like I said, the turtle's probably one of my favourite things I've ever built. You know, it's not a very complex design or anything, but... You know, I came in with the idea. Hadn't seen anyone else build anything like it before, so that's always nice. And, yeah, we just started sort of building it. No plan, just sort of an idea, and came out really, really well. Cleric 39.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Oh, right. Yes, I forgot about
in
the
the
graveyard.
graveyard. Mind adding my block from earlier?
Thank you for the reminder. Whoops, a daisy. Zerp. I swallow. Thank you. Did you really think I was going to say your entire name out? Do I look new to you? Ice Wallow. Was there any part of you that actually held genuine hope that I was going to say your name out loud? As far as those joke names go, though, that's a pretty good one. I bet you someone has fallen for that. Some newbie. Alright. Let's go set up Skull Kid with another couple of gold blocks on the grave. Skadoosh, skadoosh, thank you. Thank you, Skull Kid. Look at that. Look at that already.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Didn't even make it out of the graveyard that
Bacon and
time.
I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Now, Crilly, I don't think you have a grave in this graveyard yet, do you?
It's
remember.
nice to be back.
I think the last time you were kind and generous was in the world previous to this, so we might need a new grave. Remind me, I don't see you here. And I don't remember typing your name on one of these signs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need a new grave. Because this is a new world. Let's put you over here. Who's this? Next to Miles. Alright. Rest in pepperonis. K1LL3. Little R big LE. Gazerp. And thank you very much. Welcome to the new graveyard. For those of you who might be new around here, by the way, the graveyard is a tip gimmick thing we do when we play Minecraft here in this world. In last world too. Any tip above $5 a month gets you your own grave. Subsequent tips on top of that get you additional blocks on that grave. Same thing is true of cheers for various amounts you get.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Baking pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Baking pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Spring. And yeah, every time it's the
Hi
top
back,
tick.
Imre. Nice to meet you.
Did you just donate $10.02 for the sake of a dad joke, Skull Kid? I don't know whether to time you out or pat you on the back. Jesus Christ. At least my mood's improved. Boop. Thank you. I can't believe you donate $10 just to make a fucking dad joke. Yes, I did. Oh dear. I still don't know why horses spawn in here, by the way. Nothing should be able to spawn in here, but every time I turn around there's a new horse.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Thank you again, Krilly.
You caught me on an off month. Next check it's on.
Oh, no, don't do it. Just do it. No, so, thank you ever so much, guys. What was I saying before all that happened? I forget. Completely lost my train of thought again. Let's actually see if the iron farm has been working today. That's a nope. In the last 3 hours of game time, it's generated 3 iron, because we started with 3. This area is supposed to be permanently loaded, because we have a ticking area active. But, like I said, sometimes that iron farm works brilliantly, sometimes it doesn't work, and I don't know why it does and doesn't, sometimes and sometimes not, work properly. What on earth did I come up here for? No idea. Let's go back to the villages. I'm sure I'll find out and have to double back. Oh right, no, I left it just because I forgot to put on the gold block that Ray had owed from when we were on our overworld adventures. I remember now. Ray. Right. That's interesting. Can't have any P word. Actually, I said the P word out loud about 2 hours ago. Nobody noticed. Nobody called me up on it. I just sat there smirking to myself. I got away with it. The running joke to that, again, for those of you relatively new around here, for a while there was 3 or 4 people. Anytime I mentioned making P word, and I'll say it now because we're just describing it, I'm not saying I'm doing it now, but the P word is progress. So anytime I would mention, hey, we're making progress, they would throw down a donation and make me backtrack all the way through the world to go put a block on the grave and then back again. And it became a running gag, which is why I never say the P word out loud anymore. That's the whole joke behind that. It's really nice when you've been streaming so long, you've got a bunch of little in-jokes for the regulars. It's always fun to explain it to the new guys as well. Right, I don't think we've got any guys bouncing back and forth at the moment, so let's call for a couple more. Was a ticking area? A ticking area is like a, what's the Java equivalent called? A loaded chunk, basically. Ticking area in Bedrock is a command you can use. Right there, ticking area. You can add, remove, or list tracking areas. Let's list the ones I've got. Whoops, nope. Ticking area list. So you can set spheres of ticking areas for certain locations, and the idea is that they remain loaded no matter where you are in the world. So it's like having it's like how spawn chunks work in Java. The actual spawn chunks there's no such thing as a spawn chunk in Bedrock. It doesn't stay active if you move away from it and unloads. Whereas in Java, those spawn chunks are always loaded no matter what. Ticking areas are like that, except you can set them wherever you want them. You can have up to 10 ticking areas of up to, I think, 10 chunks each. And they're supposed to always stay loaded. So you set a ticking area around your base or your farms. So wherever you are in the world, they stay loaded, your farms keep working. I have a ticking area set around my base, which includes, or supposed to include, the area, where's my ear so itchy, around the iron farm, so it stays active all the time, even when I'm over here, when it might not be usually. But because Bedrock never quite works the way Bedrock is supposed to work, I don't think that's actually doing it. What do you got here? Knockback? No, I don't even want to know about you. Follow my channel, I'm giving away a gaming PC. Piss off. Piss off. Pathetic little parasite. Actually, give me a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do the full-on report you for spam.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Governor of Gaming. Oops, I gotta turn around here. Which way are we going? This way. Ooh, ooh.
I really wanted to do this during the trip to the mansion.
I bet you did. Thank you ever so much. $20 coming in. You don't have a grave yet either, do you? I don't remember typing your name out on a sign. It's one of those usernames I'd remember double checking I spelt right. I feel like. How long is too long to wait for the gag expires? Oh, the P word gag? No, you have to do it immediately. There's no point waiting several minutes for it. Otherwise it's not funny. No, didn't think so. Alright, let's get you a brand spanking new shiny grave. Well, not shiny, but... Well, I guess they are made out of polished andesite, aren't they? Wait, 20. That's, yeah. Sorry, just had to double check my own thing here. That gets you an emerald. Alright, where can we put you? Where can we put you? Do we have spare site? Here we go. There's a spare site back here. Put you right behind Skull. No, actually, not right behind Skull, because you'll just get eclipsed. Let's put you here. Right, who's this? Oh, well, that was weird. My keyboard freaked out for a second. I just couldn't stop walking forward. Boink. Rest in the pepperonis. Alright, G-U-V and A. And capital O, capital G. Governor of Gaming. Wow, that is an ugly font, isn't it? Jesus. Boop! Thank you ever so much. Zibidoo. I was going to tip again saying bring it back at you, but gaming put a new tip so it's out. Bring it back. I don't get it.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Pat on the back indeed for Extreme Game Dinner.
I really like the glasses, Nate. They look good on ya.
Yeah. They look good on ya. How do you not check that sounds correct on your text-to-speech engine? On ya. Thank you. How long? Oh, 7 months. Oh man, 7 months in a row. Thank you ever so much. Spam the love in the chat, please, peeps. Bring it back, I come at me, bro. Bring it back to you. I'll be ready. I have no idea what that's referencing. Sorry. Is that a song or a? I don't know. I'm missing something on that one. Share Mr. Glasses. How could I? Alright, let's give it a close up. Right? Right? I like him. Yeah, if I would have believed Backstreet Boys. You see, I should know Backstreet Boys because my very first girlfriend, my very first serious girlfriend, I should say. She was big into the Backstreet Boys, so I heard a lot of them. I didn't really listen to a lot of them deliberately, but I heard a lot of Backstreet Boys. Don't really love their music. A lot of their music videos are pretty cool, though. Remember that one with all the dancing robots? I like that one. Or was that NSYNC? It was one or the other. Fucking interchangeable boy bands, who cares? Butcher, yeah, you're nothing special. Prizes. You like your cheap OP got sent to you with the half frame stick? Yeah, I like that. Quite like those too. I've got to bend the temple frames of those a little bit because the bit that goes behind the ear sort of tilts, it bends in a bit to try and sort of grab onto your head so that it slide off. But they're bent a little bit too tightly. I noticed yesterday because I wore them all day yesterday. And when I took them off, I had the little pressure points behind my ear. You could feel where there was little indents in the skin. They're just pressing in a bit too hard, and it was a bit sore. So I'm going to have to adjust those slightly so they're a bit more comfortable to wear for very long periods of time. But yeah, I like the way they look on me. Especially for what it's a $25 frame, so ridiculously cheap. Oh, jeez. Why can't I get a farmer? Shepherd, don't need. JT Games, I'm here for you diamonds. Oh, your diamonds. Well, good luck. I think I've only got like 32 diamonds left. Something like that. So, don't even have a stack. I really need to do a proper long mining session off stream just to stock up on diamonds. I don't really like branch mining too much on stream. Gets a bit boring. I mean, we often have some good talks while it's happening because it's boring, but I don't want to do it too often. Once every couple of weeks or so is another limit for that. 24. And Smite. How do you compare to our existing librarian? 24. Power. Yeah, I think we'll keep the other guy. How does this work? How does what work? Oh, this whole system that I'm using here? Basically, the villager breeder that I set up, I don't know whether you've been here recent enough to see the... Anyway, I've got a villager breeder a little ways away. It drops the villagers down into a little holding area, and when I press this button, it sends a redstone signal across there, ejects a cart to collect a couple of villagers. For some reason it double fires and I can't stop it. And brings them over here. And I either kill them with a piston, or I hit this button and they get ejected over here and get sent into the trading area where I can sort them out. Nothing too complicated, but nice little system. Yeah, don't need you. Think we need multiple methods for death. Should be drowning. Yeah, I used lava in my last villager murderer system, so I didn't want to use lava again. I think I will come up with something else besides this piston. This is a bit basic, but it works for now. But yeah, I'll have to come up with some other more interesting way to kill them. But yeah, the lava thing I did last world, so I didn't want to do a repeat. Still not a farmer. Cartographer, definitely don't need another one of you. It's better to be piston and pissed off. Get out. Just get out. I think you make that joke every time we're using pistons. I don't think you've ever not made that joke. Water tunnel that floats them up into a lava stream? Possible? Might take a while to kill them if they're splashing around in water. Hit the lava, splish, splish, splish. Nice slow death, seems good. Ooh, we might be out of villagers. Yeah. That cart stopped halfway, damn it. Oh, there's one guy there. Not a farmer though, and he seems to have glitched into the dispenser. And the librarian is glitched back there. God damn it, Minecraft. Why? Why would you do that? Why is the water there? How did you glitch back through there? That's a solid... motherfucker, I hate Minecraft. I mean... yeah, can't even fetch him. Because he's behind the fucking dispenser. Well, we can't leave those guys there. They're going to throw off the whole breeding system. By 2 people. So I'm going to have to go in and... let's go in this way, actually. damn it. Come on. Give me your hitbox again, you punk. There he goes. Oh, and I didn't break the glass with Silk Touch today. Sod, 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 sod. Every time I try and deal with villagers, it's a pain in the ass. Every single time. And I don't even know how many villages I've gone through now without getting a single friggin' farmer. I think it might be time to walk away from Minecraft for a while. It's starting to really piss me off. This might be the last Minecraft stream for a while. I don't know. Hopping off for a bit, get you there, buddy. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, I need glass. Just trying to get anything done in this world is always such a shit fight. I should be so much further along by now. Yeah, the last few streams have just left me cranky. Alright, you guys are probably in that period of mourning because I manually killed one of your friends downstairs, but... I might try feeding you some carrots as well. Finmac, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Could even make that mod pack you were talking about. Yep, that's one of the possibilities. I mean, in the time it would take me to sort of put that together and refine it and make sure it works and everything, maybe I'll feel refreshed enough to try and start again. I don't know. But for right now, I want to have fun in Minecraft. I'm trying to have fun, but it keeps getting in my way. It's like trying to get any work done on Windows versus Mac. It just keeps getting in its own way, despite itself. Okay, we should be back to normal, right? I think we might put the old Minecraft Sundays on hold for a little while and just see if I can come back fresher to Minecraft in a month or so or something. I don't know. I took a few months off Pokemon. It did me the world of good as far as that game goes. I was getting a little bit burnt out on that for a while. Took a little time away from it. Came back super enthusiastic about it. Maybe that'll leave me enough time for them to actually fix some of the bugs that's been driving me insane on this version of Minecraft. So let's go put this glass away. I'll grab some carrots. We'll hit up the nano farm and we'll get some stacks of carrots for these breeder villages and see if we can get them breeding up again. Try and get a farmer at last. Alternatively, we could do Minecraft Sundays, but just go like full-on creative mode or something. Maybe that'll be enough of a refresh. I'll give it some thought. But something's got to change. I have no carrots. Okay. I guess I put them all down in the farms, didn't I? One stack. I'm the same, I have 4 to 6 core games that I keep stepping away from for a few months and come back fully charged. Yeah, you just gotta do it sometimes. You get burnt out on anything if you do it over and over and over and over and over again long enough. I was thinking about doing that myself, just full on creative mode for a while. Yeah. Alright, yeah, this one doesn't need a switch, does it? Because it just uses the observer. Is that working? Should be working. Let's go like that so we can see. Oh, come on. This was working last time I tested it. Yeah, kind of. I guess I have to just click slower. See, this is what I'm talking about. Inconsistencies. I built this last weekend after the stream, following someone else's guide. I don't think there's been an update since I finished doing this. And it was working perfectly last weekend, and now it's just not working the way it was working. Now I have to sort of click manually and slower and stuff. It's just hard, whatever. You know they released Shenmue. Yeah. No interest in it. I hear it does not stand up to the test of time very well at all. It was a big deal game back in its day, but by today's standards, trying to play it is apparently a bit of a... well, a bit of a cockhammer. Still can't tell whether it's working the way it should be. So tries. Sorry about that. wonder what we should play instead of Minecraft next Sunday. Actually, I guess by then we'll be knee-deep in Pokemon Crystal. We could just keep pushing through on that and try and get as much of that done as possible before Spider-Man hits the weekend after that. That'll be the plan. Alright, how many carrots do you guys want? Don't see any washing away yet, so they must have been hungry. Very hungry. What the hell? Can't possibly want this many carrots, can you? There we go. There we go. So I'm going to stack them up now. That should do. Right, I think that's both of them. I actually haven't touched Monster Hunter World in about a week. I don't feel like I'm done with it yet. I just haven't felt a need to go back to it because I've been doing other shit. I mean, it didn't get more tedious. You know, I started to appreciate the kind of DDM it had as one of those idle games. Just, I don't know. I guess I haven't been in the mood for it, or maybe I'm done with it. Not sure. I guess if I don't feel a strong pull to come back to it, then it hasn't really got me, has it? I still intend on using it as a benchmark game for the 2080 series cards, though, because it is not a very well optimized game, so getting it to run at 4K at high frame rates is going to be sort of one of the acid tests. Thank you for the follow, King. Speaking of Pokemon stuff, King Gengar. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. In one of these boxes here, I have a pair of Elytra. What do Elytra even look like in this chicken texture pack? Is that you? That's you. What is that supposed to be? Alright, any guesses on what that icon is supposed to look like? Maybe insect wings? Would never have pegged those for Elytra though. But yeah, we need to get some mending books onto these Elytra, so I can actually use them. Oh yeah, I guess it does look a little bit like... Oh yeah, when you hold them in your hands you can see it a bit easier. It's the whole... kind of Renaissance... Dolphin. Get back in the water, Dolphin. Sort of, yeah, bamboo and paper style. What do we got here? We got any spare? I guess not. Ooh, I need to bring a few emeralds back before we can get two of them. Creepy times. Yeah, I don't don't have any unbreaking or anything, do we? Can you enchant Elytra directly like that? I guess you can. It's been so long since I've... Oh, I guess you can't. You can put unbreaking on these things though, can't you? Alright, let's go get some more emeralds so we can do this properly. Turtle! I'll take 30 back. Oops. Not quite fast enough that time. I really should join that path up here, shouldn't I? I have watched the YouTubers probably Z. Alright, Skulker Ray, thank you very much for your support today. Have a restful... What am I doing? Have a restful sleep. Alright, let's put one of these in the adventure box. Now, let's find out how much gunpowder I've collected over the last few weeks, incidentally. Mob drops. 62 gunpowder. Ooh, not so bad. Is that it? Seems to be it. Rocket. How do we increase the duration again? I forget. Interesting, doesn't even say. Oh, there we go. It's just spreading out the gunpowder. There you go. Man, it has been a while. Alright, so... yeah, we should probably put some of these rockets away. For emergency use only. We'll keep these ones to play with for now. What the... How did that happen? Weird. Whatever. Ooh. Look at that. Not sure I like how those look. Sort of the biplane wings. go. Awesome. It's a biplane backpack, yeah. Oh, I've missed it. Being able to fly like this. Elytra harp. Actually, you know what? That area right here, this is where we should put the stable. Just come to think of it. Bony stable for bony horses in the graveyard. Makes perfect sense to me. And the fucking durability's dropping fast, isn't it? Boink. Groovy. Alright, let's take him off for now. Can't even see what I'm doing like this. How to make durations here? Once again, you spread the gunpowder out. So instead of having a piece of paper there, gunpowder there, you go gunpowder, gunpowder, gunpowder. Each separate stack of gunpowder increases the duration. I'll also put all those back in the box there. We'll keep the elytra here just in case we need those. Actually, no. You know what? We'll keep those elytra there. We'll put those ones in the bedside table as our backups. Oh, like I say, what else have I left here that doesn't need to be here? Like a gun, second that, and that, and that, and that. The rest can stay. Okay, what else? Oh, cool. Stick an ender chest in the adventure. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Do I have pearls here? I don't think I do. No, we don't. Okay, that's no big deal. Let's go get some eyes or some ender pearls to turn into ender eyes of ender, or whatever the bloody hell they're called now. Get some ender pearls to turn into eyes of ender. That's what I'm trying to say. So I can make another ender chest. So that is a good idea. There was one on your bedside table. Yeah, that one's supposed to be there. I'm gonna make a fresh one for the adventure box. Off to the end I go, hi ho, hidey hidey ho. When does Fallout 76 come out again? What's the date on that thing? I always forget. Do we have a solid date yet, or is it still just like October? Well, that looks fucking hideous in this texture pack, doesn't it? Not nearly as cool as the star field. Yeesh. Oh, and naturally there's an Enderman spawning where an Enderman shouldn't be spawning. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Why would this game be anything close to consistent? The living fuck were they all there? This thing doesn't work, by the way. Remember how long I spent making this work? It just stopped working. Just like a lot of things I build in Bedrock. They work for like a day, and then they just stop working, and you have no idea why. One of many, many, many frustrations. Since they have the end, they should have the start as well. The start is the overworld. It's literally where you start the game. But there have actually been mods that are designed to be sort of the heaven equivalent to the Nether's hell and the end and stuff. It's one of the first really big mods, actually, was exactly that. I forget what it was called exactly, but it was basically the Minecraft equivalent of heaven and had all these swirly light colours and floating islands and shit. It was supposed to be like the exact opposite of the end. The Aether, that's it, the Aether. Or the Ether, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Yeah, it was like literally the first super big deal mod that did anything more than just sort of slightly change a game mechanic or something like that. It was a whole other dimension, and it was a really big deal. Thank you, Didon, for the 101 bits. And also thank you, Cookie, for the follow. Right, what was I doing? Oh, right, yeah, I was making a fresh ender chest. Excuse me. Oh, I need some obsidian as well. Where did I put that? Why do I keep losing where I put the obsidian? Oh, there it is. Zoop. You know what? Some pearls in there might not be a bad idea either. Might be able to pop ourselves out of a tight situation. is my favorite monster. So I actually never played it. Never played it. I have seen videos about it and all that sort of stuff, and the history of modding and things like that, which is why I know about it in the first place. Never actually played it. Still fine. Alright, how have we done for time here today? Yeah, I think we'll put the stable over here. I'll have a path coming through here and have the exit gate or something here for the stable, so we don't have to ride through the actual graveyard to get the horses in and out. Yeah, that feels a good spot for it. Blunty Legend, were you able to finish Bucket X? Yes, yes I was. We did. We 100% completed the Alolan Bucket X yesterday. Which means next time we play Pokemon, next week or this week, depending on whether or not you start your week on a Sunday, we'll be kicking off the Pokemon Crystal playthrough. Which hopefully should be a lot of fun. Sticking on nicely now. Alright, so what about this? Yeah, we're blocked up about here by now. Nearly chock-a-blocked that one. In order to fix this, we kind of have to tear apart this entire section here, though. I don't feel like I want to do that right now. I don't know. I think I might be done for today, guys. I mean, it's a very, very short stream for a Sunday stream, but I just don't... I'm not feeling the Minecraft. I guess we could play something else. I don't know. Just having trouble feeling it right now. Actually, you know what? Instead of just ending, let's do some digging. Let's just actually be productive while I'm not doing anything particularly exciting. Still need to continue to dig this area up. Let's have a chat while we do this, eh? What do you want to talk about? I mean, I'm not against the idea of trying WoW, but I don't want to do it right now because it's one of those time sync games, and I don't have time for a time sync game right now because I've got other time sync games coming up in the immediate future. I've got Spider-Man. We've got the new Tomb Raider. We've got Fallout 76. We've got Just Cause 4 coming up. That's December, so that's a little bit away. Do another playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. So yeah, so as hot a topic as the conversation as WoW has been recently, I'm reticent to jump into it at this particular point in time. Oh yeah, the new Doom. I don't even know, when does that come out? I don't even remember hearing about a date for that. Last day of December. Ah, okay. So by the time Doom comes out, I'll be somewhere knee deep in Just Cause 4. think, yeah, those two games side by side should be pretty okay. Very different types of games. I could probably play those side by side quite happily. So I didn't nod off myself, so I'll be tuning in. Catch you later. Alright, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good sleep. I feel like there's some other big release I'm still forgetting about. Oh, Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11. That's on my radar. But there's something else I'm still not accounting for. Thank you for the follow, Chicken Master. Remembers 2 chunks. So this is for the slime farm. Hopefully, at least, it'll be a slime farm. Who knows with Bedrock whether it's even going to work properly. Oh yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is another one. Is that this year though? I thought that wasn't until next year. Oh yeah, Pokemon Let's Go, of course. Doi. That's the other big one I was forgetting. Pokemon Let's Go in November. That's going to be big chunks of time in stream, I think. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully there's enough content in it to get a lot of streaming out of it. I mean, if even the basic storyline is like Yellow, it'll be 20 to 30 hours of gameplay for a fairly relaxed run through. You could probably rush it. You could probably rush Pokemon Yellow in sort of, you know, without doing a speedrun type stuff. In what? Call it 6 to 8 hours? Crystal is the best version of Pokemon ever? I don't know. Soul Silver for me. Soul Silver has all the goodness of being a updated remaster thing. 2 different maps. Some of the best fun time Pokemons. But yeah, Crystal was a pretty big deal. First time you could play as a female character. The whole day-night cycle stuff. Animated sprites. Crystal was a big deal game. Oh yeah, and the Poké Walker came with Soul Silver as well, and that was fun. It's been a pretty good year to be a gamer. I don't think this year was quite as strong as last year. With all the sort of year 1 Switch content. A lot of that was very, very strong. But in general, it's a pretty good year to be a gamer this year again. Exclusives like Spider-Man and God of War, pretty big deal for PlayStation. Red Dead, there's another one we're thinking about. Red Dead Redemption 2. It's another one on the immediate radar. What do you do when you run out of ideas to build? Don't know yet. I'll let you know when it happens. God of War was great, yeah. Far Cry 5 was a lot of fun as well. Maybe not one of the best games ever made, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, the last few months have been a bit quiet, but you know that this time of year is usually quiet for gaming anyway. Far Cry was so refreshing. I don't know what else, but sucked me in. Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't super amazing, fresh, original. It was just sort of pretty classic Ubisoft stuff. Lots of collectathons and questing and side quests and stuff all over the map to go and find and collect and discover. But yeah, Far Cry 5 it was a particularly good execution of that classically Ubisoft sandbox game. Might be my favourite in the genre, actually, as far as that type of game goes. Well, I guess, well, favourite in the genre from Ubisoft. Because Just Cause 3 does it even better. That sort of madcap. Stuff. Is the claim your account to sign up for Discord a legit window? I'm not sure what window you're talking about, but yeah, I do have a Discord now, and if you're clicking on that to try and you're not been on Discord yet, and you're going to link your Twitch account, then yeah. But I have no idea what you're looking at, so... What you're saying, Far Cry 3 was one that blew me away, the Far Cry series, even though I did play the first two, which really was good. Yeah, 5 is my favourite. So it's a really good balance of all the stuff those games do well. There wasn't, it didn't lean too heavily on anything. Like the latest Assassin's Creed games, the biggest complaint I hear about those is they're just glorified collectathons with a bit of mission mode here and there. But Far Cry 5 really balanced all of that classic Ubisoft stuff really nicely. And it was just really fun to play because of the way the combat worked, and the stealth and all that sort of stuff, and the various weapons. And of course...
Shovely Joe.
I had so much fun with the shovel in that game. Tech, I'm not doing too bad. How are you? Oh, maybe it's all out of sync with my brakes now. I don't know if there's anything more satisfying in that last Far Cry than sneaking up behind someone or sneaking around them when they're looking for you and just running up and smashing the side of their head in with a shovel. I mean, that's the whole reason that
Shovely Joe.
My little video overlay thing there exists, because every single time I'd do it, we'd all erupt. Shovely Joe! That's even started to carry into other games we're playing now as well. Like I did earlier today for Minecraft, actually. It was the sound that really sold it, though. Of the impact the shovel made on the side of someone's head. Just that beautiful hollow clang sound. Just made me giggle every goddamn time. I'm a big fan of really nice sound design in games. Like Dauntless. Dauntless has some great sound design. I'm always crowing on about Dauntless's sound design. Yes, bong. It's just that really satisfying bonging, clangy sound. It just makes me smile in a very, very deep, reptilian way. Yeah, Overwatch has good sound design too, yeah. I guess a lot of my favourite sounds are metallic, come to think of it. Because I really like when you put the anvil down in Minecraft. That's one of my favourite sounds in all of video game history. That really satisfying clang when you pop down an anvil in Minecraft. Always love that. Average sound design for games have really moved on. It's really painful when you hear bad ones. Yeah. Like Shenmue, for example. The voice acting and audio recording quality of the voice acting in that game is... I mean, if it was any other game, you might think it'd be parody, but Shenmue takes itself quite seriously. My current favourite sound is the bolt action on my rifle. In which game? Or are you talking real life? Because yeah, I've heard that sound in my ear before. IRL, yeah. A lot of gun sounds are satisfying because they're built with deliberate and exquisite precision because they have to be, otherwise very dangerous things happen to the users. And yeah, the sound of a bolt action operating, it's one of those very satisfying mechanically metal sounds. C3, oh, Just Cause? Yeah, Just Cause runs a lot of real-time physics, so its specs are a little bit more demanding than a lot of similar sandboxy games. I don't know whether we know what the minimum specs for Just Cause 4 yet are, but that's got even more real-time physics, including a huge weather system and physically modelled air currents and shit like that for when you're sailing and gliding and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what it takes to drive Just Cause 4 to the absolute limit. Yeah, pump action shotgun's another really nice gun sound, and that's another one I've had personal real life experience with. Feels good too. As good as it sounds, when you feel that sound coming through your hand as you're chuck-chucking, it feels really pleasant. Just that mechanical precision of it, you can feel it through your hands. It's very satisfying. But yeah, Just Cause 4 should be interesting on consoles too, because I remember even on PlayStation 4, Just Cause 3 really struggled sometimes with the frame rates when you're sort of doing the physics heavy stuff like blowing up gas stations, which was so much fun. Yeah, that would make the PlayStation just fall to its knees. PC Master Race! Speaking of gun sounds, I love the minigun on an 18 auto. Oh yeah. That's another one of those common ones. Miniguns in most games sound really good. Especially the games that have the accurate spin-up time. Just satisfying. I think the railgun in GTA 5 is particularly satisfying too. Yeah, pistol slides too. A10 sounds like a plain farting as it flies by. I guess it does a little bit, yeah. It's a fair enough description of it. Watch that durability. Do we have a date yet on Forza Horizon 4 yet? So I really enjoyed 3. I'm looking forward to another one of those. Interesting how many air forces now are using turboprops for CS because the Jets is loading TI. Ugh. Why am I digging such a big hole? For more digging! Name that reference. That's an easy one. Why are you digging that hole? More digging. Just because you can use it doesn't mean you should. Eco. Oh, it's got nothing to do with eco-friendly. It's pure cost of fuel. I don't give a fuck what it does to the environment. It's all about how much the fuel costs to keep the thing running. Because the less you spend on fuel, the more you can spend on bullets. We get Forza 4. Been watching a lot of the YouTuber Fail Race and Crew 2 is not a long-term thing. Yeah, I like the Crew 2, but it's just not as good as the Horizon series, is it? It does a very similar thing. I think it's the physics. The physics engine in Crew 2 just doesn't feel as good as the Horizon games do. I'll never forget how a jet engine works. It was once described to me as suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Yeah. Actually, I think a jet engine is one of the first things I ever really learnt how it works. Because I was given a... It was like a kid's encyclopedia, but it was one volume thing. It was like... I think it was literally called How Things Work. Or something along those lines. And within it, it had a whole bunch of stuff about how things work. Including jet engines. It's one of my favourite books. I would read it cover to cover again and again and again. Just learning about how shit works. And I never stopped. I had a book called How Things Work, still have it somewhere. Yeah, it was about the, you know, size of a encyclopedia volume. I remember it had a blue dust jacket cover on it. It was a hardback. I wonder if the book you have is the same one. But yeah, the one I had lots of nice pictures, illustrations, very clearly marked out and everything. Let's grab this coal for the experience to help repair the pick. I'm seeing how a pulse gen engine works for me. Yeah, those are pretty cool too. Remember on Mythbusters they built a very, very basic pulse jet? That was a good episode. Actually, I really should go to the Nether, shouldn't I? The Blaze are going to be a better way to repair this pick than these things are. Pulsars power the V1 flying bombs. Do they? I didn't know that. I thought the engines of those things were more standard jet. You're creepy looking. Right. Nether fort, here we come. Pigmen don't look Pigmen do not even come close to being cute in this texture pack, do they? It's nice to have the layered skull though. Apparently I was spotted on my way through. Let's get rid of these guys so they don't sneak up on me while I'm doing my thing. off so they don't siphon off the experience. Same goes for, I guess I don't have anything else with mending on it here. Ow. Am I gonna die? I don't wanna die. Simple pulse jets. An experiment using the pulse jet for fighters, but you don't have a huge amount of control, so the side of rocket fighters were expected there. Okay, cool. Interesting. Hey, Blunt, I'm gonna get back to Rosen's Redoubt. Alright, mate. Enjoy. Come on. In your own time there, fellas. Oh, come on. What the shit? Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Ugh. Could you be slower? I really wish mod farms would work properly in Bedrock. This is excruciating mending stuff this slowly. If that ender had worked. I'm definitely going to give Minecraft a break. I'm just so over some of this stuff. Decision has been made. It's not under discussion. It's happening. We're going to give Minecraft a break. Bye, see you next stream, says Governor Going. Alright, bye, Z's. Cheeky bugger. Come here. You know what? I can't even bother with this. Even this is boring. I think we're going to call it a stream, actually. I'm just kind of out. I'm not having fun doing this. Chat room's could have petered out a little bit. I think we might be done for today. I'll come back with a whole new energy next stream when we do... Oh, pardon me, when we kick off the Pokemon Crystal playthrough. I might spend the rest of this afternoon trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the team, do the monotype stuff, and try and figure out some plans for the movesets. Because if we're going to do a monotype run, we have to do some planning. Otherwise, we're going to be in big trouble real fast. But yeah, if you guys have any other ideas about the kind of gimmicks we might be able to use for that playthrough, whether it's something to do with what happens when people tip or cheer, or some sort of self-imposed restriction rule set, pop into the Discord. And make your suggestions there. Because aside from the monotype thing, I haven't really settled on any other kind of gimmick. And I feel like we do need to slap on some kind of gimmick. Because we did recently, it wasn't so long ago that we did the Pokemon Silver playthrough on the Virtual Console. And of course, with Let's Go coming, we'll be heading back to sort of that era of game again. It's in a slightly different fashion, but we're going to need to do a little bit of switching up. Give us a bit of extra challenge, make it more interesting than just yet another vanilla playthrough. Emily Plays, thank you very much for the follow there. Yeah, because when we did Ultra Moon, we had the coin flip gimmick working for us, basically. And also the female-only team. I would suggest a female-only team again for this one, or a male team only for this one, to counteract it, but there's Whitney's Miltank to think about, who knows Charm. So if we have a male team, that leaves extremely vulnerable to her bullshit. Non-gendered and... Yeah, we can't do non-gendered and normal type, though. We can't stack those up against each other. And we certainly can't do it on the Virtual Console vanilla version of the game. We'd have to do an emulated, hacky version to get non-gender Pokemon that early in the game. But yeah, I'm calling it a stream. Get over here somewhere safe so we can say goodbye properly. I think the normal type thing will do. Yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of research and planning on it so far. I haven't quite got down to movesets for all my planned team yet, but it's not going to be easy. That's kind of the point. It's not going to be quite as challenging as something like a Nuzlocke, but it is going to be much harder than usual. Because there's limited choices and the movesets aren't that spectacular, and trying to get coverage is going to be tricky. Especially when we get to the Ghost type gym. We have to make sure we have more than normal moves. So... I mean, I'm willing to change my mind if we come up with a better gimmick, but for now, monotype normal seems like a good idea, because Let's Go Eevee is stuck as a normal type, because Eevee, the starter Eevee in that game does not evolve, so normal's forever. That was the genesis of the monotype idea, doing an all normal run, was the fact that Eevee can't evolve. I mean, we could do normal / electric. That way we cover both Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, but there aren't that many electric type Pokemon in Johto to make use of. You don't normally get until we get back to Kanto with the good ones. I don't know. I'll give that some thought too. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual stream for a Sunday. 4.5 hours as opposed to sort of 6 or something, but yeah. What can you do? If the sort of enthusiasm isn't there for Minecraft, I can't really fake it. But yeah, I'll put some thought into... Actually, yeah, hit the Discord up and I'll put some thought into what we're going to do for Sundays going forward. If we continue with a traditional Sunday thing, or we just do like we do with the other streams and do whatever I feel like that day. I don't know. But for today, guys, peace out. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for the support.